Hello guys, welcome again to another BTC update. I hope you are doing great today. Bitcoin current price as of today is 35,600 US dollars. A lot of things happening on the charts, both on the macro and the micro, so stick around to the end of the video because it will get very informational. As always, like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot if you can help the channel grow. With that being said, let's jump straight into the charts and talk about BTC. First, I'm going to start with a micro and then with the macro, seeing the macro didn't change too much. On a micro perspective, last time we left off, we were around this area, and I was telling you guys that BTC was nearing a daily retracement, but most likely what's going to happen is one more push up towards at least the top of the channel before the retracement happened or before the drop happened. And that's exactly what happened. We had a push towards the top of the channel, and then we retraced around 8.5%. And currently BTC is finding support at the bottom of the channel, which is coming in around 35,300 in US dollars. So basically, now what's next on the daily for Bitcoin? The daily indicators are bullish, are bearish still. So we are still in a bearish downtrend. So as bulls, what we would like to see is basically consolidation on the bottom of the channel. So we don't want to lose this channel here. We don't want to have a daily close under, because if we do have a daily close under this channel, then most likely we're going to head further towards, I would say at least 33,000 US dollars, I think. All right, 33,000 to 32,900 US dollars, which just means another another 6% drop, or 6 to 7% drop for Bitcoin. All right. So as long as that's not happening, and as long as we're holding the top of the channel, that would be great. That would mean that just something like this could repeat itself. All right. As you can see here, we don't lose the daily EMAs, we don't lose structure, and we're good. We're still good. But if we do lose the daily EMAs and if we do lose structure, as we can see, we're just going to have a heavier retracement on the daily. Now that heavier retracement, if it were to happen, so if we were to lose this bottom of the channel with the daily close below it and head towards this 33K area, that would lead us to two future scenarios. Either a scenario that looks like this, or a scenario that looks like this. So basically, it would be either a drop for further continuation to the upside, or a drop for further continuation to the downside. So it's either going to be a drop for further continuation to the downside, or a drop for further continuation to the upside. And I think the most likely scenario, if we do lose the bottom of the channel, is this: is continuation to the upside, not to the downside. The reason I'm telling you this is that the weekly and the 3-day time frame are still not giving me any bearish signals yet, and I'm expecting October and November to be bullish, and any type of bearishness should be around December, not now. So that drop for continuation to the downside, similar to what happened, let's say here, right? I'm expecting it to happen in December, not now. What I'm expecting now to happen is something like this, which is basically a drop for further continuation to the upside. As of today, if anything changes and I start to see bearish indications on the 3-day and on the weekly time frame, if we were to lose this bottom of the channel, if the weekly and 3-day time frame indicator starts to flip bearish and they give me bearish signs, then I will update you guys again. I will say, okay, this is a drop for further continuation to the downside, not a drop for further continuation to the upside. All right. But by the way, even if we do have that drop for further continuation to the downside, we are only overextended from the weekly EMAs. So the weekly EMAs are coming in right now around 30K. So even if you do that and you go towards 30K, and even if this drop is the start of continuation to the downside, we're still bullish on the weekly, because we still haven't lost structure on the weekly. And as long as these EMAs on the weekly time frame remain as such and don't cross bearish, you can expect more bullishness for Bitcoin. All right. And obviously, as I've said many times before, the only enemy to bullish upside or bearish downside is consolidation. If your indicators are bullish and you start to see consolidation more and more and more, that's a bad sign. And if your indicators are bearish and you start to see consolidation more and more, that's a bad sign for bears as well. Because consolidation just means that people are not interested in selling or buying at this level, and there's strength there. There's bullish or bearish strength depending on the scenario that you're choosing. So that is it for the BTC update, guys. I don't think I have anything else to add to this. I think, like I said, it's pretty clear. If we lose the bottom of the channel, then most likely we'll head towards 33K. And as long as the 3-day and the weekly time frames are not giving me any bearish signs, then this drop will be just a drop for continuation to the upside, for further continuation to the upside. But if we do lose the bottom of the channel and we do head towards 33K and we do see negative bearish indications on the 3-day and the weekly time frame, then that drop will be just a sign that this drop is the start of a continuation to the downside type of trend, not to the upside. All right. But again, I don't believe this is going to be the case. I believe this is going to be the case because the weekly time frames are still bullish, the 3-day time frames are still bullish, and I'm expecting the super bearish drop to be near December, not now. So if we were to lose this channel, I would expect that this drop is a drop for continuation to the upside, not continuation to the downside. But regardless, I will keep you updated on this in the future. And that is it for the BTC update, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, and subscribe. It means a lot if you can help the channel grow. One last thing before I head off. I'm doing a free TA class on Bitfinex, the exchange, a new exchange that I'm partnering with. They are financing the class. They're a very good exchange. So easy to use. Very good platform. I would suggest you check it out. And if you're interested in joining this free class, join the Telegram group. Message me on Twitter. I will give you the information on how to do it. It's so easy, just 3 steps. Which you only need to do 3 steps, and that's basically it. And you get to join a free class, learn how to trade, and hopefully escape the 9 to 5 life that you guys have. Thank you again, guys, for watching the video, and I see you again next time. Bye bye.